I don't think that was the right way to block. Something tells me that that wasn't the right way to block me right there. I feel like that may have been... Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're running a deck that we haven't run yet, but I've been thinking about for a while, and I've been thinking about doing some more green, even trying to do mono green. Mono green suffers a little bit right now. It's a little bit hard to get out there with mono green, and I said what it needs is some help. Actually, our good buddy Trexodactyl, a fellow streamer, good friend of the channel, he said, you know what green needs? It needs removal and protection, and what can do that well is white. That's what I said. So what if we took some of these big boy stompy green things that we want to run, some of the trick plays, combine it with the protection and the aggressiveness that white has on the front end. Oh, you might have yourself a deck right here, guys. So we're going to be doing the Survivor Stompy with the Dinos. I think it's funny that the Dinos are the Survivor in the Survivor deck, because that's a funny joke right there. So before we get down to this Selesnya Survivors, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. You can check out both, hit the bell, and be notified when we go live on both locations. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions, post memes, anything that you want. Our community lives on Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, you go down to the description, you follow that link. I'm also very proud to announce the launch of my second channel called the Villains Lair. And as a matter of fact, on the same night that I filmed this deck, I also filmed a Duskmourn bundle box opening. We actually opened Paper Magic. So it's going to be Paper Magic, Commander, a bunch of other fun stuff, bunch of other trading card game stuff on the second channel, including you can watch the video of a Duskmourn bundle box being opened, so check that out. So what are we talking about when we're talking about Selesnya Survivors right here? Well, we need our removals first and foremost. Elspeth Smite has been my go-to, especially against red, okay? Especially against red, being able to smite them out and exile for a 3-drop has been super useful, because that stops the red cards from exploding, which is very, very tricky. They like to explode, they like to fling, and if we can get them down a little bit, we can exile them and not have them do that. It's really good. Any kind of other exile, I'm not mad at you about. If you wanted to go even something like, what are some of the other exiles that we have possibly for you right here? Like even Lay Down Arms, I'm not even mad at you about. Any kind of exile or any kind of thing like that is going to be super, super useful in getting rid of something that is super, super annoying and without it exploding or doing its damage to you, because mono red is so prevalent and we know what it does, right? We know that it's bad news. So that's why we do that one. The other removal that we're going to have is going to be Sheltered by Ghosts. Probably one of the better cards in all of Duskmourn, and I'm not kidding. 1 white and 1, it's an enchantment aura. Enchant a creature you control. It exiles a target non-land permanent until Sheltered by Ghosts leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +1 and has lifelink and ward 2. Not easy to kill, so you have to kill the creature, which means you have to pay the ward and then the enchantment would go away. However, you've successfully exiled something until then, and a permanent at that. Even an enchantment will go away. You can get rid of a planeswalker, an enchantment, any permanent, and you get to swing in with that extra +1 and that lifelink. Just all around power right there. Just absolute power right there. What we like to do is put it on one of our survival ones, because then we're swinging in. Shard Mage's Rescue is also going to be the protection for the big cards that we're going to need. Sometimes we're going to want to delay until we have a Shard Mage's Rescue. Red and black being notwithstanding, people like to kill cards right now. Especially, again, mono red mana, people are killing cards left and right. Shard Mages, instant. One white, flash, aura, enchantment. As long as Shard Raid Matcher entered this turn, enchanted creature has hexproof and gets +1/+1. Very good combo play with Sheltered by Ghosts. Good stuff. Veteran Survival. This is the new survival mechanic right here from Duskmourn. 1 white, 2/1. Very aggressive card for white. I like those. And his survival mechanic is, as if he begins your second main phase, if he is tapped, exile 1 target creature from a graveyard. And if you've exiled 3 or more creatures from the graveyard, take that Orzhov Resurrector. So we are eating creatures out of the graveyard to deal with the Resurrector cards, especially trying to get Valgavoth back. He gets +3/+3. So if he has been tapped 3 times, he gets +3/+3 and hexproof. So a 5/4 hexproof on like maybe turn 4, not bad. Not bad at all. Very, very useful. Next we have Reluctant Role Model right here. 1 white and 1 with the survival mechanic, human survival, 2/2. At the beginning of your main phase, Reluctant Role Model is tapped, put a flying lifelink or +1/+1 counter on it. Amazing stuff. We really like to put Sheltered by Ghosts on him. That way he goes in, he's a little bit less scared of being hit. And he does a big swing right there. You can keep adding 1/1 counters onto him, and he becomes flying. He doesn't need the lifelink, because if you give him lifelink with Sheltered, very, very, very useful card, very aggressive card. Really like this guy, has been super useful. He grows every turn, and guess what he does? If he dies, if he had counters on it, put those counters on up to 1 target other creature. So if he's built boost, if he's built 3 or 4 turns of counters, guess what? Somebody else gets them. Enduring Vitality. Here's our Ramper Glamper right here. This is the Elk Glimmer. A lot of people were excited about this guy. Kind of like turn everybody into Convoke, right? 2 green and 1 3/3 Elk Glimmer. Creatures you control have add 1 mana of any color. Why we like this is it lets Veteran Survivor and Reluctant Role Model and anything with the survival ability right here tap themselves for mana and activate their survival without attacking. That is the trick, okay? The trick is get your stuff out there without having to attack, especially if they have something big and your thing is going to die. You can tap it for mana instead, and then you still get your survival mechanic. You still get to activate that, and you get the extra mana. So he can come down 3 or 4, and then by turn 5, if we have enough, turn 4 or turn 5 after him, he basically can have enough mana out on the board by convoking everyone to get one of our big monsters in, which we really, really like right there. He is also a 3/3 Vigilance for 3, which is not bad. And if he dies, he returns to if he was a creature, he returns to the battlefield as an enchantment. So that ability to convoke everything doesn't go away. Kona, Rescue Beastie. There she is. 1 green and 3 survival. This is a great way to sneak in any kind of huge monster. This is kind of what we're doing for these big boys on the back end right there. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Kona Rescue Beastie is tapped, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's a card, it goes from your hand to the battlefield. Very, very, very dangerous, especially with these big boy dinosaurs on the high end and Moonshaker and all that good stuff right there. We have 4 of her, definitely. So she goes really well. Enduring Vitality to Kona, and then of course we can tap Kona for mana. We could potentially play a card. We could play one of our monstrously huge cards, and then get a monstrously huge card for free, combining all of these things together. Very, very tricky plays right there with Kona. Good stuff. Really liked her. Used him in my Dread Valgavoth deck. Solid card. Here we have the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. He's actually a 5. But we can play him for a 3. 2 green and 1 whenever he enters or attacks. If he comes in his impending form, this is a new Duskmourn mechanic right here. We pay him for that impending. At the end of each end step, we remove an impending, and if he has 0 impending left, he comes into play as a full creature. He becomes a creature. So basically, you play him, and then he goes 4, 3, 2, 1. He's stalking you, when he comes in. But however, if you play him for that 3-drop right there for the enchantment, you get a mana called Everywhere, which is a plains, island, swamp, mountain, and forest. He gives you ramp on turn 3, which again, we're trying to get to the big boy monsters. Not only that, he's only a 5-drop for a 6/5, which is pretty useful on top of everything else. I'm gonna say he's over useful. So now for the big boys, now for the big hits. Well, We're going to go dinosaurs. If we want to go white and red, white and green, we're going to go dinos. Vaultborn Tyrant right here. 2 green and 5. 6/6 trample. You'll love it. Whenever it or another creature you control with power 4 or greater enters, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Extremely useful for a 7-drop. And then when he dies, if it's not a token, you get another copy that is a token. Brutal. The Tyrannix Rex. This green card has probably won me more games than any other green card ever printed. 3 green and 4, 7-drop, 8/8. He cannot be countered. He cannot be stopped. Ward 4. They usually don't have the mana to deal with him. Trample and haste and toxic 4. Behold your inevitable end right here, man. He is brutal. Just an absolute smasher right there. They usually don't have the ability to deal with him, and he just comes in and he lays waste. We're going to go with 3 of them. As a little bit extra surprise here, you know I love vampires and I love dinosaurs. Why don't we have the dinosaur vampire, Ghalta and Marvin, or Mavren. I always call him Marvin, but he's Ghalta and Mavren. The Selesnya dinosaur vampire that we never thought we'd see. Another 7-drop here, 2 white and 2 green, 3, 12 trample, okay? Whenever you attack, choose 1. Create a tapped and attacking XX green dinosaur creature with trample, where X is the greatest power among other attacking creatures. Extremely useful to do that, because that means that if we already have a big boy out, he comes in as another big boy. Or we create X vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So very, very cool. We can either put an army of defending vampires if we have a wide board of them, or swing in with another huge dino. Moonshaker Cavalry is an interesting one. Nobody plays this card. It is an 8-drop. This is a fun one. It's not always great to play on Kona, but I do like to hardcast it with our ramping. It is fun to hardcast this one because it can be a win con in and of itself. 4 white, 3 white, and 5, 6/6, 8-drop. Whenever Moonshaker enters, creatures you control gain flying and get +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. So potentially everything becomes flying, everything becomes +1/+1, or +5/+5 or something. You can swing in and just utterly destroy them at that. If you only want to do one of these and maybe up the Vaultborn or Tyrannix or the Ghalta, sure. But I thought he'd be a fun one to go in because he's a big white card that doesn't get seen to play very much. A very useful 6/6 flying right there. Razorverge Thicket, Hushwood Verge. I would definitely recommend Hushwood Verge as well. It is a green. It starts as a green, but it gets to add a white mana if you control a forest or a plains. Don't forget, you have a decent amount of forest and plains in here already, and Overlord of the Hauntwoods counts as a forest and a plain, so that actually activates the Hushwood Verge as well. Brush lands for 1 damage to yourself, forest and plains right there. We're gonna look at the stats. 25 creatures. Yeah, a lot of dinosaurs and a lot of survivors. Yeah, dinosaurs, something has survived. What tagline, what movie tagline was that? Was that The Lost World, something has survived? And a decent amount of humans, a little bit of everything else. For instance, 12 enchantments, a little secret enchantment deck right here. Decent amount, but that's a lot of Duskmourn decks right now. Very heavy on the enchantments for those. 24 lands altogether. 24 lands altogether. A little bit more white than green. Still going to need both of them because there are a couple of 2 green things right here. CMC is pretty high, but we are tricking cards into play, so we're not too worried about that. I think that the probably the things that I would focus on if you're going for your sideboard, go for more protection. Definitely go for more protection. Hexproof or anything like that. You could go for a Smuggler's Surprise too. That's never a bad one to go in there. Guy's Gifts, never bad to go one in there. I think protection is going to be your biggest issue. If people are going to be trying to kill your stuff, you're going to want to run something that is going to try to prevent that. You could also always go with another kind of exile or anything like that, or any other kind of exile removal, like Lay Down Arms is fine, or anything else that's going to do that. An enchantment also, you might be saying, Jay, I have a lot of enchantments in this deck. Why don't I do Ethereal Armor? Sure, yeah, that's first strike and +1/+1 for each enchantment. I'm not mad at you for that one. And maybe even a Destroy Evil to get direct removal. I don't really have any direct removal on this. I just have trying to deal with the red aggro and exiling the big thing. So yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do, but I definitely run protection and removal is going to be the main theme of your sideboard right there. So that's what we're going to be running for tonight. Thank you for joining me on this. Please check out that second channel if you're interested in Paper Magic, Commander, pre-cons, more unboxings and stuff like that. That second channel is going to be where you're going to want to be for that. Maybe go watch right after this. You can watch me open some Duskmourn packs. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Survivor Horror. Let's start ranking up Platinum. Let's make the climb. Here we go. Slazdo. I miss Meat Hook too. Tell me about it. We all miss Meat Hook. The hook that is meat. Hey, look, it's that guy. It's the guy that does the things. Oh, look, it's the other guy that does the thing. So even if I have instant removal for this one, I can't really get instant removal for the second one. I can put down Rescue. And I can do Sheltered by Ghosts. Sengir Vampire? I don't know. Or Baron Sengir. Sengir Vampire's too fucking expensive to work in standard. I mean, he's outclassed by pretty much everything. You gonna pop him? He is. Who's he gonna target? My Reluctant Romon or me personally? Okay, so we're gonna do. Give it 1-1. There you go. He's gonna go for it. No, he didn't. He didn't go for it. Okay. Beginning. Do that. Yeah, unfortunately, we're running into that right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I've talked about this a couple of times. It's my biggest fear, is that people genuinely don't want to play the game anymore. They're gonna go, "This is fucking pointless," and they're gonna leave Arena and not come back. And it's less an issue of game balance and it's more an issue of game fun and accessibility. Because if this is left to fester, you're going to not have a player base anymore. And that's my biggest fear, because that happened before. That absolutely has happened to Arena and to Magic before, where people go, "Man, fuck this shit. I'm not fucking playing this shit anymore. Stupid." And then they leave and they don't come back. So the question is how do we want to have a player base? How effective do we want to have a player base? You know. I don't know what has to happen for Wizards to. I don't know what Jenga brick needs to be pulled to get people to for Wizards to kind of unfuck the whole thing right here. I genuinely don't know. I don't know which. Again, I don't know which Jenga brick. I don't know what they need to remove to make Standard a little bit more accessible and playable. I don't know if it's the mouse. I don't know if it's turn inside out. I don't know if it's the ley line. They're never going to remove Mark Rosewire. They have a successor for him set up already, but he's not going anywhere for a while. And I don't think it's his fault, to be honest. I don't think we can lay fault anywhere. I can tell you the reason. Okay, so you guys understand what the difference between fault and reason is, right? We know this. We know the difference between fault and reason. The reason is a cause of something. The fault is who is responsible. Commander is the reason that Standard is fucked up. There's a lot of energy and time. I mean, they basically said the reason that Nadu got all fucked up is they didn't think it was powerful enough for Commander. So with this being the priority, I mean, that's clear as day. They literally wrote that. It was a last minute change that they didn't catch because they thought it was going to be, good for Commander. So when you're thinking about what would be good one-ofs, and you're not thinking about the other formats because that's where your cash cow is, that's where your big money is, that's where all the energy is, you're gonna make mistakes. Now, I don't blame Commander. As you just saw earlier, I have 2 Commander products on my shelf. I like Commander. I'm not a Commander hate train guy. I think it's great. I think it's a great format. It's fun. Gets people into Magic. The amount of focus that Commander is eating up is what is kind of distracting, I think. And I think there needs to be an emphasis. There needs to be like 2 teams of people. There needs to be the Commander team, and there needs to be something else, because I don't know. I'm not a professional card maker, so I'm talking out of my ass too, so, you know. You can counterspell the impending? Okay. Boom. There's no reason, it's all fault, yeah. Callous Sellsword is a big problem. I think that you can kill pretty quickly without the Callous Sellsword on top of everything else, but I think Callous Sellsword is a big problem. I don't know if they take that out there. I don't know if that becomes the guy that needs to, the linchpin that needs to go, so. Nardo Spree calling it Nardo, man. I'm here for it. Love that, bro. Love you calling it Nardo. Let's put down the Galtese Falcon. Alright, there we go. Nardo. Yeah, I don't think if, and that's the other thing that I think that is never going to happen with the bans right now is that they just had a commander ban issue and everybody fucking hated it. So that's the other problem. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing about Nardo. I'm still laughing about Nardo. I can't. I love that you call him Nardo. Jay sent you an experimental deck. Could you try it, perhaps? Perhaps I will try it. Perhaps I will. I think he's gonna die no matter what here. Yeah, that's a big hit. I'm still laughing about it, okay? I'm still laughing about it. I like Nardo. Oh man, I'm sorry. I gotta stop. YouTube, please like the video. I can't tell you YouTube stream guys like the video. Oh man. Okay. Hey, what's up, New Air Studios? Alright, let's do this here. So you saw my Selesnya deck and you want me to run your Selesnya deck instead. Am I getting that right? Razorverge Thicket. Put this guy down. Hey, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? I like your boldness, though, Neptune. That ain't gonna work. He's gonna run another removal on it. Rats still work? Possibly. I'm not gonna say no they don't, but I will say quite possibly. Quite possibly saucibly. I think I'm onto something here, boys. Also, just played draft and saw your deck. Oh, okay. Hi from Argentina. We need to get things even. Souls of Plowshares, Force of Spite, Dark Ritual, and Llanowar Elves, and Foundation now. I don't know if we'll get Dark Ritual, but we are getting Llanowar Elves. I mean, I know we're getting that. Let's go to the store real quick. Packs. Duskmourn. I'm gonna have to start saving from Foundation soon. Good lord. Domo. Ooh, I'm never gonna use her. That's a shame. I'll never forgive. Yeah, you gotta start saving gold for Foundations. Um, Foundations comes out on November 15th. Be cool to get like a cats and dogs, but rats and lizards. We used to have a cats and dogs. There's Rin and Harlow, Friends Eternal or whatever. That's a cat and dog commander who's pretty cool. This is not a good hand. I tweaked your White Life game recently and been doing good with it. Thanks for that build. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, man. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of Kona. Yeah, save gold ASAP for sure. For sure. He's probably going to kill that. Boom. Enduring Vitality, probably going to counterspell that. He's doing a Dimir Control Proliferate. Ooh. And I drew lands. I drew 6 lands out of 4 cards. Great stuff. Counterspell probably, but let's get that out of his hand. So true, bestie. Oof. We can do a 4 sacrifice on it, but if he can't do that, it's going to stick around for a while. He can do a 4 sacrifice. He can't target with removal. Oof. Oof, oof. Or he can do a wipe right here, too. That'll work. Alright, yeah, now he's in trouble. Unfortunately for you, my guy, no is going to be the answer there. That's going to do 9 damage. And you're going to eat that. There you go. No problems. Boom. No mas piranhas, as we like to say around here. Boom. No mas piranhas. Hey, what's up, Zafer? Dorian Black said, do you think Mono Red will get more strong in Foundation? Absolutely, I do. There's nothing they could do to Mono Red to make it weaker. Hey, Jay, do you think Blue Red Fling deck using the Mind Skimmer could work? I'm trying to dig an approach to the Fling deck, the Mono Red. Had that same idea, Zafer. I thought we could probably do the double ley line. We could probably do something double ley line, is it, eventually. So, yes, absolutely, I do think it could work. You're on to something. You're cooking with that one, man. Keep cooking. All right. Coltilia. I go first. Haven't even got the Moonshaker down. Do that. Casey Uneaten. Role model. Do need a mana to hit. If the mana hits, I can make it. I think this is bats. Game. Got a lot of people here tonight. We got, looks like 35 people on YouTube. Welcome, guys. And we have 34 currently on Twitch. So we're getting up to 70 total. Which is pretty cool. I like that. Very good to see all of you. Okay. So we're gonna do this. It is a trick. Yeah, it is a trick, guy. Are you going to fall for the trick is the real question. He is going to fall for the trick. Get it out of cut down range. There we go. He's going to put Dream of Lunar Convocation down, probably. Oh, Essence Channeler. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to put down Rescue Bestie. So true, Rescue Bestie. We're going to kill that with that. Go in for 3. Bam. Put down your Lunar Convocation. No, he don't want to? You don't want it. It's got something here. Got the removal, got the lunar. Boom, swing, swing. Going up, very nice. Lunar Convoke again. I think we got to do Moonshaker. I think if we do Moonshaker, he might sing a different tune. If he doesn't kill the Enduring Vitality, he could kill the Vaultborn, but that would just cause another Vaultborn to spawn, which is always nice when that happens. Skank. All right. How much more kill cards does he have, though? That's the real question. A lot of kill cards is going to be an issue. If he's got just an absolute shred load, then possibly he's got something for me here. Damnation is coming back. Oh, Starscream. Okay. The Offspring. Boom, 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 boom. Gain and drain. Good stuff right there. Gain and drain. Hey, what's up, Tay taking over? He's gonna get me out here. Bing, 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 bing. Good stuff. Didn't have any removal there. Didn't run any. Got very close. Could have hit Kona and drawn a second card and gained the life, but he got me on that one. Not bad. Glimmers are doing some. Yeah, glimmers do work. Glimmers do work right there. All right. The new art sucks for them? Why do you say it sucks? We got 36 people watching on YouTube and 1 dude in the chat. Come on, guys. Hit the live chat. I know y'all want to watch me. Come on, hit the live chat. Not a great opener right there. Ops goes first, and I got no early plays, so. Oh, the new Damnation art. Wow. Okay, so it's just like you're going to take some L's here, guy. The game was just like... Boom. Boom. Reluctant role model. Boom. I haven't seen the Foundation art, so I wouldn't know. Chrisu 1988. Let's go in. Hit. Pop. One. Okay, good stuff. Hey, what's up, Venom homie? I'm still here and cleaning and listening, no problem. Hey, what's up, Chris Chaos? Toad said, tenderly press that like button. Oh yeah, Toad said tenderly. It's okay. We like tenderly here. What is homie doing here, man? He just said, no, I don't have it. Okay, well, you don't have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. I mean, it is what it is. Is what it is, man. Coyote, Calamity Coyote. You're also drafting. Yeah, you know, a lot of people tell me they play Magic while they're watching me. I don't know why that is, but people be like, oh, I'm playing right now. I'm in a standard event and I'm watching you. And it's like, okay, yeah, I know. I feel like my yelling things about cards would be confusing while stuff is going on, while you're trying to play paper Magic, but hey man, if it works for you, it works for you, you know. I don't know about this. I go first. I'm gonna try it. Maybe we'll draw into something here. Huivian. Red, you dropping red? That's some cool artwork right there. Holy shit. Look at that. I woke up just as I see a free win. What am I playing? Selesnya Survivors with a side of Stompy. You'd like this one. It's jank as fuck. It's so fucking jank. You can't even believe how jank this shit is. It's that janky danky right here. Boom. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Okay. Liliana the Villiana. Caustic Bronco, also known as the Brostic Conco. It is sometimes known as that. I'm gonna hold steady. I'm gonna hold steady here. I'm not gonna play into him. He's got the 4-drop. Like a video that's shaking it and breaking it. Like if it was Brook and Shook. Oh, nice. Good combo. I'm launching a TCA as you watch this. You should probably focus on the runway, man. You should focus on the runway. We have a Squirrel Tribal, it's just not very good. That is what you must understand. We have a Squirrel Tribal, it fucking sucks. That's what you... Yigra is the only way to do a gain and drain. Yigra is the only way we can do it. I'm going to show you another Squirrel Tribal that's all food, and it's going to be called Win by Gorging Yourself. And it's going to be really funny. Pretty sure I lost this one. Yeah, squirrels are not very useful. Squirrels are not super useful right now. He lost this one. He hit a really good line. And I was slow. Alright, one more. Mukbang deck, basically, yeah. The idea is you have a shitload of food, a shitload of... I like where you're going with that, Lunasm, by the way. Put a pin in that. You have you generate a ton of food, wait for the Snake Veto to come out, generate a ton of mana, and just eat food until they die. I've done that with Veto before. It was my Thanksgiving deck. You literally just ate until your opponent died. You generated so many food tokens, so every 2 mana was 3 life loss for them. That means if you had 8 mana and 4 food tokens, they lost 12 life. Which kind of works. Let's try it. Duress. Oh, he got my Sheltered by Ghosts. Probably kill card. Urberg Scavengers? Kerberberger. Kermurder Urberg Scavengers. Deep Cavern fucking value. Turn 6. Wow. Optimistic much, huh? You think there's gonna be a turn 6 in any game. SMH, bro. Might as well just say turn 50 at that point, you know what I mean? We got all of our Konas. Villainy. Do discard, don't do sacrifice.
One of your friends has to leave.
Okay. If he's got more kills, he's got more kills. He's got a duress, it's not gonna help. I'm gonna go in. The Urberg Scavengers here. If he kills the Kona, I'm dead. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, there's that. That. The Galtese Falcon right there. You like that trick, Buggerman? You like that trick, Trex? I like that trick, personally. Me, I like that trick. Create X, where X is the number of other creatures, where X is the greatest power. I don't think that was the right way to block. Something tells me that that wasn't the right way to block me right there. I feel like that may have been the incorrect way to do it. That's my sneaking suspicion. Is that was not the right way for him to go about blocking those creatures. I followed your advice, Trex. I'm not gonna lie. I put a lot of I put protection and I put removal. It's the only way green's gonna work is if it has white protection and white removal on it. So, you know, sweet double dinos, Batman. Hell yeah. Not bad at all, honestly. Right now, that is going to be a on the draw 100%. Total all around 66%. That ain't bad, boys. That ain't bad at all. It is not bad at all. I'm not mad at it. For real. I'll give you guys one more, then we're going to do the shakedown breakdown. But good hand, though. Might need to add more white mana. We'll put down Veteran Survivor. Yeah, and then Shard Mage's Rescue, Role Model, into Sheltered by Ghosts. We should be able to lock them out pretty good here. No. Proliferate and Explode. Kill that Veteran Survivor? Sure is. He's vindictive. And that's what vindictiveness gets you, man. Razor Verge Thicket. We're gonna shelter you by ghosts. That's what being vindictive gets you. Boom, boom. Goblin Warrior. Boom. He's not gonna have what it takes. Probably doesn't have what it takes to burn it out either. Or if he does, that's going to be his whole turn. Look out for the Scamp. Witch's Mark. Good stuff there. We'll do Reluctant Role Model. We'll do no attacks. We need something other than mana going in, though. Leyline of Resonance, good stuff. Alright, we're gonna do Haunt Woods. Boom. Do that. Boom. And, we'll do Lifelink on you. Boom. Block you there. Yeah, we'll block you there. Pump. Boom, boom. He's gonna pump, pump, pump. If he's got the fling, you might be able to get it. 10 damage to me or to the survivor. And he said, no thank you. Word. I respect that, man. I respect it. Alright, good stuff. Leveled up. Pack. Alright guys, we're gonna leave it right there for tonight. Honestly, kind of whipped this up quickly, but we beat it into stiff peaks. We got the cream. It is the survive. Yeah. Really fun, and we used a lot of the techniques that we learned from our good buddy Trex. Run protection, run removal, and we're able to get our big stompy dinos down, which is always fun. Survive dinosaurs. Something has survived. I guess they survived the thing. And Moonshaker Cavalry, don't forget about them. That's an 8-drop right there that can really throw things for a loop. So this is a fun one, guys. I had a good time with it. We actually ranked pretty good in flat with it, and some fun games. So I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Bye-bye.